Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu, and I bring you guys yet another game in the TI4 International Qualifiers. TI4 International, wow, redundant much, but this is TI4, the North American Qualifiers. This is another game that I'm casting, and, well, let's go and jump right into it, because I see Tree Protector first ban, which I'm actually surprised to see, and also slightly glad to see. We've been seeing a lot of Tree Protectors played, but I'll talk about it in a few seconds. But first, let's introduce the teams. We have North American Rejects versus Shadows of the Past. I'm not exactly sure if I've seen North American Rejects play yet, but I've seen Shadows of the Past play, and a few times they struggled. I think they claimed one and lost one, or not too terribly sure. But at the very least, they are playing in this game because they're still trying to qualify. Everybody's trying to qualify. We're all trying to qualify here. And North American Rejects, they ban out, the first person they ban out was Tree Protector. And I'm surprised to see this, but also glad to see this, and I'll explain why. Tree Protector is usually a sign of, okay, we want to do some super protective type strategy. We want to turtle as hard as we possibly can and then just, like, go for a win late game. Or it's an easy sign of, okay, we're going to go super hard aggressive very early on and then just pray that we don't make it to the late game. And the reason for that is mainly because the same exact reason. Living armor is always good for keeping people alive if they do get dove on, and also helping people, enabling them, you know, just give them that liquid courage in the form of trees to go ahead and dive if they really want to. You can do some pretty sick dives early on with that living armor, but he's going to be banned out by North American Rejects, which tells me that either they want to go super aggressive themselves, or they want to go for some super long protective strat. My money is on they want to be super aggressive because I want to see some super high octane action, but I don't know yet. We haven't seen the picks yet. They also banned out the Morana, which is she's also a super aggro person, so looks like they're just trying to get rid of all early game aggression, or as much as they possibly can. Moving on to Shadows of the Past, they ban out the Lycan and they ban out the Wisp. They basically want to make sure that they have the most easiest game or safest game possible, like the most logical game possible. The Lycan kind of forces you to play a little bit more, or like try to advance your strategies a little bit more early than you want to normally, mainly because he can just knock down those towers pretty darn easily, and then he can just run away with the rest of his unable to get slowed movement speeds. And Wisp, she just kind of breaks the way you play the game, especially once the mid game hits around. Just relocate ganks all over the place, destroying every single thing that you have, and just making you cry your eyes out. So having those two banned out makes a lot of sense from Shadows of the Past. I do like the fact that they picked up Batrotter first because I haven't seen Batrotter played, so that means I get to see firsthand why Batrotter is still the king of first ban / first pick. On the side of North American Rejects, they picked up the Luna and the Sand King. Luna, a very what's the word I'm looking for? A very battle-tested carry. She can basically get to that, or if she basically gets to that point where she gets a BKB, Butterfly, I think it was BKB, Butterfly, and one more thing.
Reserve time.
It's supposed to be 3 items that she needs. BKB, Butterfly. Those are the only two I can think of. Once she has those 3 items, Mantis Style, BKB, Butterfly, Mantis Style, then she pretty much becomes extremely hard to kill no matter what you try to do. Especially if she decides to build Satanic on top of all that. Or if she decides to go the way of MKB, she'll just kill you fast before you can actually even do anything. So having her picked out, she's going to be guaranteeing North American Rejects an easy mid-game if they are going to be able to survive that long. That's the big thing, because there's a Batrotter still picked up on the side of Shadows of the Past. And once he gets his Blink Dagger 4-staff up, it's pretty much, I mean, like, he can just do whatever the heck he wants around the map. NAR, North American Rejects, they do pick up the Sand King as well, who's also really great at initiating those fights or protecting somebody if they really need protection. He can Burrow Strike in, Sandstorm, and then just walk away later on. Or he can just be aggressive, get that early Burrow Strike on, which is a 2.3-second stun, I think. It's 2.17, my bad. 2.17 second stun. Just basically make sure that they can't go nowhere. Just they can't do jack squat about it, and then just set them up for an easy kill. And then later on, when his epicenter comes online with the Blink Dagger, he can just basically epicenter, Blink Dagger, Burrow Strike, kill everything, or get that fight, get that party started. Moving to the last pick on Shadows of the Past for this phase, they pick up an Ancient Apparition. They're going to be going for, hard to tell. Just AA, just really good. As for breaking up those team fights, maybe negating some of the aggression coming up from his enemy team. But judging by the Luna pickup, I don't foresee North American Rejects getting all that aggressive very early. So maybe they're just picking out the Ancient Apparition for those Ice Blasts to just pick off people around the side. Maybe they're trying to go for some gank strategies of their own, because Batrotter is technically still a ganker. He wants to just blink in, lasso, force staff away, and Nature Burst and Ice Blast can follow up on the survivors and make sure that they fall and shatter. So that's the thing. And also, his Chilling Touch level 1, pretty darn strong, pretty darn powerful. It has been nerfed recently, but it's still good enough to be played. The next ban coming up from North American Rejects will be an Invoker ban, which nobody gives Invoker that time of the day. No Quas Wex Invoker, no Quas X-Zone Invoker shenanigans. And speaking of shenanigans, NAR actually banned out an axe of their own, which means that that's kind of telling me that they want to be super aggressive. They want to be right in the face of everybody on side of Shadows of the Past, because axe is all about, oh, you want to get aggressive? I'll taunt you. Make sure you can't run away. Spin like 20 million times and then just axe you to death. And that aggression is answered perfectly, almost in tune, by North American Rejects picking up that Brewmaster, who is the teamfight master. So North American Rejects trying to go for some big wombo combo type strategy, or just trying to control as much as they possibly can in these team fights and just flat out win when that mid game comes around. Because so far their team fight's looking a lot stronger. On the side of Shadows of the Past, they ban out the Dark Tier, they also ban out the DK. I'm okay with the Dark Tier ban out. The DK ban out, I'm not a huge fan of, because I don't think DK does enough to warrant you to ban him out, unless he has some particular thing that he's really good versus one of your people that you're going to pick up. I don't really know off the top of my head. I'm going to admit that right now, so you guys can flame me if you want to. But I don't really foresee DK as a ban-worthy person. Judging by what they have, I would probably target ban some supports, and maybe an offlaner. They do need a mid, unless they want to run brew mid, which they could very well run brew mid. But they do still need a mid on North American Rejects. And at that point in time, I think maybe a puck ban that would have been nice too. That's just me. That's just me speculating, guys. It's just pure speculation. Now, continuing on with the picks, though, Shadows of the Past do pick up the Rubric, which means that if he can steal a Brewmaster ulti, that'll be great for his team. And also, he can steal a Sand King, maybe a Burrow Strike, and do some nice little bit of work with that. But probably the biggest thing would be a Burrow Strike steal, which would be huge. North American Rejects, they technically have a room open up for a Weaver if they want to go for that, or another person to go for that primary carry role, primary farmer role. So they can have a dual core lineup, or maybe even a tri-core with the Brewmaster Luna +1. But instead, they go for a Tidehunter, so they're trying to go for as much teamfight control as possible. What they need now is a mid, and I'm still going to say puck, because that's literally the only mid I can ever think of. Like, I don't know why. I mean, there's like a million other mids out there, but they can still go for a puck. Run Tidehunter offlane. Actually, no, I take it back. Run a Tidehunter offlane, Brewmaster mid, Luna plus Sand King +1 in a tri-lane if they want to run it like that. Or they can even run 2-1-2, which I haven't seen very often, but they can still do that very well. But so far, the team fight coming up from North American Rejects is looking, like I said, pretty darn good. The Ravage does just basically exasperate the fact that they can just blow up anybody who shows up. If Shadows of the Past do not get the correct initiation angle, they're gonna pay for it tenfold, because there's a Ravage on the side. There's also a Brewmaster Panda split. There's also Sand King Epicenter plus Burrow Strike. Luna has her stuff to just punch people in the face, just make it a nasty fight. And on Shadows of the Past side, I mean, they have ways to mitigate that a little bit with the Ancient Apparition Ice Blast and the Barrow to lasso. Maybe Barrow can lasso Brewmaster and pull him out to an awkward position before he can actually get the split off. Maybe even Ancient Apparition can combine his Cold Feet plus Barrow's lasso and possibly get a kill that way. Or sorry, possibly prevent some initiation power coming up from North American Rejects that way. But even still, it's going to be a pretty darn long shot in the dark when the team fights do start getting on. Because really the only person who can try to, or who can even come close to mitigating all that, would be either Lifestealer, if he does pop off his rage at the right time, or even Rubik if he can steal a Ravage, or maybe if he can steal a Brewmaster Primal Split. It's all going to come down to execution on Shadows of the Past side. That's the basic point that I'm trying to get at. And North American Rejects kind of have an easier time going through things, because all they really have to do is just show up for a team fight, press R, and then they all just win the game. Well, okay, Sand King has to press Q, but you guys get what I mean.
5 seconds remaining.
So as far as the bans, North American Reject banned out that Shadow Fiend, who's a very strong mid. I'm not sure who that tells me they're going to go for. Oh, okay, Brewmaster mid. Okay, cool. I called that already. Brewmaster, he would struggle versus a Shadow Fiend mid. I do agree with that. And Shadow Demon is going to get banned out by Shadows of the Past. They're just trying to prevent the North American Rejects from picking up the Shadow Demon to go against that lifesteal to just stop all of his aggression. Of course, that's a clear sign that the Shadows of the Past are going to put all their eggs in one basket, and they're really praying that lifesteal can actually get the damage off. And you see North American Rejects responding in tenfold, saying, "Bro, we got something better than a Shadow Demon. We're going to go bang." That's right. Even if your lifesteal can rage away, we can just drop a Nightmare and just kill him anyway. So it's going to be really nice. Sad thing about it is they don't really have the awesome setup, the awesome synergy coming out from a Bane plus Mirana, but it's still pretty darn close with the Bane plus Sand King and Luna for the damage. Silencer's going to be the last pickup for Shadows of the Past, just to try to get that counter initiation. Like I said before, it's going to be very vital for the spells of Shadows of the Past to get off at the right moment in time, and Silencer should be able to buy them enough time. Like if a team fight does break out, if Silencer's not caught inside of it, he can just drop that ulti, maybe prevent a Brewmaster split. He probably can't prevent a split, a Ravage, and a Burrow Strike, but he can prevent maybe one of them. Possibly even stop, or possibly Silencer dropping his ulti just to stop a Bane from dropping his Fiend's Grip. Don't really know. But at the very least, Silencer mid, I do like that. I hope they don't run a Silencer support, which actually no, they won't. They got a tri-lane in the Rubik Enchant Person plus Lifestealer. Batriders are going to be playing either safe lane or off lane, and Silencer will be playing the mid. I would like to see an aggressive tri-lane though. Aggressive tri-lane versus I don't know, guys. I don't know, guys. It's kind of touchy. I don't know. First thing we'll do, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my camera speeds down so I don't make you guys feel uncomfortable watching this. You know, we're all here. We're all about your viewer pleasure. It's not in that way. Get your minds out of the gutter. We're all about the viewer pleasure here. Just let me adjust cameras and pretend I didn't say that again. Moving on to the introduction, starting from the side of SP or Shadows of the Past, we see on this Rubik last hit magic. Moving on to this Bat Rider, or Bat Raider, if you want to call it like that. Oh my god, Bat Rider! We see Nuruk on Bat Rider. On this Ancient Apparition, we see Joik on him. And on this Lifestealer, we see number 1, because he is obviously the first one. He's playing that one role, that carry role. And on this Life Silencers, Silence Stealer, Life Silence Stealer, Life Stealer, no, Silencer. Okay, I was joking before, and then I actually got messed up. These words, guys, these words are difficult. On this Silencer, we see Chicken MC, hashtag first of his name. He is definitely not Joffrey Baratheon. He is, of course, Tommen Baratheon, first of his name. Moving over to the NAR, we see Tidehunter. Brax on that Tidehunter. And on the Sand King, I had to think about that very hard, guys, my bad. On the Sand King, we see Fogged on him. On this Brewmaster, who's obviously pretty darn junk already, we see Kuroki playing that Brew. Moving on to this Bane, we see the Fool. The Fool playing that. Actually, no, sorry, my bad. That's not the Fool. That's 144 or 1437. The Fool on that Bane. And last but not least, on this Luna. Luna. Yep, CulBlu totally didn't botch that. On this Luna, we see Sneaking playing him, and we'll see how things turn out. Looks like we got a defensive tri-lane coming out from the Dire side with the Luna. Sorry, with the Luna, Sand King, and also with the Bane. And on the side of the Robe, I don't know, we got somewhere around the corner. He's coming around the side, just throwing out the haste rune. Sorry, he has a haste rune. He already hit himself a tree, because he did take some right-click damage coming off from things, and he's going to just go ahead and continue to get in his lane. He has level 1 Anchor Smash, which might come back to bite him in the butt a little bit later, but maybe not. Maybe not. He's just trying to get his farm on, trying to make sure Lifestealer has the most obnoxious, or trying to be as obnoxious as possible to Lifestealer. And Anchor Smash level 1, it only does 75 damage, but guys, let me tell you, max Anchor Smash, 225 damage, 4-second cooldown, it only costs 60 mana. Ridiculous amounts of damage. Gratuitous amounts of damage, that's all I gotta say. In a nice little size AoE, and it also prevents Lifestealer from getting last hits that easily because it reduces his damage by 60%. Which actually, wow, okay. I could have sworn Anchor Smash reduced damage by 40%. Anyway, we got Barrett a little bit jump. He's going to go ahead and Firefly, but it looks like the Firefly is not going to help him alive because he does get caught in a nightmare. He's going to be eating a tree, trying to run away. Does get first blooded by the Bane, so 1-4-3-7, picking out that first, or picking out that last hit. And may his nightmare never end is what he says. Meanwhile, mid, we got a Silencer versus a Brewmaster, which I was kind of expecting this, or kind of, no, that's what I expected. That's what I expected. I don't know why I was thinking Brewmaster would be going against like a Lifestealer, but my bad, guys. Brewmaster versus Silencer though, that should be a nice little matchup for him. And by him I mean Silencer. Silencer should be having all the fun in the world. Getting hit with a few drunken hazes already, so Brewmaster just let him have a few drinks. And we'll probably see a death happen here like the next 2 minutes. Meanwhile, down bottom we see a tri-lane, a defensive tri-lane with the Ancient Apparition plus Rubik plus, of course, the Lifestealer versus the Tidehunter. Tidehunter a lot more survivable than the Bat Rider, I'll give him that much, but I don't think Tide will be getting any more than Bat Rider is already not getting. The Anchor Smash is going to help Time to get those last hits, like I said, and also reducing the damage by 60% instead of 40%, which I swear I thought it was 40%. They might have like buffed that recently, and I wasn't paying attention. Looks like Lifesteal's going to go for a few right clicks. He has that life lead, so he's getting a lot of HP back, and he should be fine. Just trading blows, going toe to toe with that with that Tidehunter. Open wounds is available on him as well. Meanwhile, up top, we got Barrett getting surrounded. He's going to be going down. Guys, if Barrett keeps down like this, I don't think Luna's going to ever need to hit another creep on her entire life. The kill does go once again to the Fool. So first blood going to the Fool, and now or 1-4-3-7. But first blood going towards 1-4-3-7, and now he's going to be getting that. That's going to be really good for him. Meanwhile, Tidehunter holding his own versus his Lifestealer, and I think SP might be in a little bit of trouble because their Barrett is getting shut down pretty darn hard versus just the supports. Like, Luna's not really involved in these fights. She's just showing up for like showing up for the XP whenever somebody dies. Really, that's truly all she's showing up for. 2 points of Anchor Smash coming up on Braxton, the Tidehunter. Already has 1 point inside his Kraken Shell 2. He's got quite a few last hits, a lot more than I anticipated that he was going to get. Mainly because the supports coming out from SP are not really hanging out in lane. They're just letting Lifesteal go to his own devices, but his damage is getting reduced by quite a bit. Negative 42, you guys see right there. He's only hitting for like 30 something. And that really sucks because he needs every single piece of last hitting power that he can possibly get. Especially considering that Barrett is not going to be all that much of a use in the mid game. And NAR, they're doing pretty well on all fronts except for the mid lane. I think the mid lane is not doing as well as they wanted to do. But it's a Silencer versus a Brewmaster. At the very least, Brewmaster's level 5, which is a level above the Silencer. And everything seems to be fine. Sneaking on that Mirana, having the funnest of times. The lane getting pulled by Bane, pulling the creeps back. Just make sure no more XP goes to the Batrider than needs to. And speaking of which, actually Batrider just abandoned his lane completely. So, good choice. Good choice coming up from him. Narok is noticing that, hey, or realizing that, hey, there's going to be absolutely nothing up here for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and just go down here. Do some creep farming. Do some creep stacking. That's going to be a free lane to Luna versus a very well contested lane coming up from Lifestealer. Tidehunter, Anchor Smash, still pretty darn cheap. Excuse me, still pretty darn cheap. Lifestealer has 3 points of open, so actually Tidehunter needs to be a little bit careful. They're going to go for a rotation. HR Person coming for a few right clicks a little bit too early. A little bit too early, and Lifestealer was not in position. I'm really wondering if Lifestealer is going to be going for the race car Lifestealer or going to be going for the more so now common armlet Lifestealer. Meanwhile, mid, we got Brewmaster going versus the Silencer. Silencer does not have anything available except for maybe a Silence, and that's really about it. Brewmaster ulti's up, so Kurok is looking to be uber aggressive. Even if he does get low, he can just drop that ulti and get some more HP right on back. Meanwhile, on top, Luna still free farming. She's going to go for that fast Helmet of Dominator so she can start stacking things very early. Just share that unit control and just let her supports do their thing. And speaking of supports doing their thing, Bane and also Sand King have been collecting the farm. Sand King going for that Sandstorm farming, which, of course, according to one of my co-caches, is a lot more effective nowadays than it was before because they did increase the radiance of Sandstorm by a little bit. And that little bit of increase has made it worthy of Sand King's time to go ahead and go for the Burrow Strike farm, or Sandstorm farm.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ember's Rune going to get picked up by Tidehunter. Sadly, he does not have enough mana for Gush. But he's going to go ahead and guard it for his Brewmaster ally, who does not have a bottle. Actually, might be flying out to him. I don't know. Yep, flying out to him. So taking a quick look at the items around the map, we see that the items are progressing rather nicely. Luna has a Helmet of Dominator for that region, or sorry, has a Helmet of Iron Will for that region, but she will soon be picking up the Helmet of Dominator so she can actually, like I said, dominate a creep and start stacking some Ancients so for her farming pleasure later on. Meanwhile, Lifestealer is going to be going for the phase boots. I'm not sure if it's going to be the full race car Lifestealer or like the half race car Lifestealer, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, Brewmaster's around the corner. Tidehunter's here too. Looks like it's going to be a dead end jumper, so you can't do anything but just stand here and die. Lifestealer's going to show up and then just run away. I mean, that's all he really has. That's all he can really do. Easy kill is easy. Brewmaster has some max Thunderclap, and that thing does what was that? 500? Oh, okay, I was about to say 550 damage. Are you kidding me? It does 300 damage in an AoE. Ancient Person had not a single chance to even run away because he did get slowed by 55%, and Tidehunter was there just in case. Just in case. Yeah, just in case.
Radiant's top tower is getting walloped.
Meanwhile, Radiant's top tower is getting walloped, as you guys heard the old man say. It looks like it will be going down here, like maybe in the next 2 creep waves. I don't know if these guys really wanted to kill it, but they're working on it. They're doing a good job on it. Oh, Luna, denying things. We go mid Silencer. He is level 6, so Brewmaster. It might be a little bit, or might want to be a little bit careful about this. Going for a dive, that is. Looks like Brew's gonna go ahead and cast himself a spell, so he can get both of those things off him and just submit it or submit to the damage. Silencer's Global Silence is available. Tidehunter's Ravage is not up yet, but it will be up very soon. He won't have mana for it regardless. Lifesteal is trying to go all in. The supports have not been helping Lifesteal out in his lane, which I'm actually a little bit sad about, because I think they could have zoned out Tidehunter a lot more than they have been now. Yeah, it would cost Ancient Burst some levels, and yes, it would have cost Rubik some levels, but honestly at this point, I think Rubik, at the very least, Rubik could have been in lane just to force Tidehunter to be on it, or yeah, just to force Tidehunter to be on his P's and Q's, to play a little bit further back than he is right now, because Lifesteal doesn't really have the most room possible to go for the farm. That is an Anchor Smash available on Tidehunter. And speaking of things that are not having room, Silencer, he's not gonna have enough room to run away. He is actually, I lied. He's gonna have enough room to run away. He's gonna be able to survive. Those are the curses, Silent. To curse you, all of you peoples, all y'all spells and stupid stuffs. Meanwhile, down bottom, we see ganks happening around, Bane rotating around, looking for a kill on top of potential Lifestealer. No Fiend's Grip is available. He's going to come forward anyway, looking for a Brain Sap or maybe a Nightmare. Not going to be able to find either one. None of the sort shall happen here, says Lifestealer as he runs away. Rubik still going, or not Rubik, Ballard is still in jungle farming. He almost has his Blink Dagger available, which would be nice for him, so he can actually go for his ganks. And he's now officially level 6 too, so that's going to be even better because that's going to be really good for his ganks. Rubik is up top, has decided to come up, or they have decided to come up top and defend. Only 217 hit points left on that tower. But Rubik, he's here, he can collect a few levels. He shouldn't be going down all that easy because Sand King and Bane are not really focusing their efforts up top. But it still needs to be pretty darn careful because Rubik can die really fast. And actually, Sand King's going to come around the corner. Last magic. He does see the Sand King because of that Observer Ward, and Sand King's still trying to chase him, trying to get into the range of that Burrow Strike. Not going to be able to find it. So looking at the gold situation, we got Sand King, he's really close to a Blink Dagger. We also have Batrider, he's really close to a Blink Dagger. Actually, no, he has his Blink Dagger. I think the Blink Dagger coming on Sand King is going to be a lot more important than a Blink Dagger. Oh man, Fiend's Grip does come through on top of Lifesteal. Beautiful sounds coming off of Silencer. Nice reaction time coming from everybody. Now Batrider shows up around the corner. His Blink Dagger is online. He does use it. He can actually drop out his ulti. He will drop on top of Brewmaster. He pulls Brewmaster in probably the opposite direction. He's going to he needs to pull Brewmaster the other way. And now Lifesteal is in a lot of trouble. Lifesteal does have a rage available in 2 seconds, 1 second time. He will pop it just to keep himself just to keep himself alive and make sure that he doesn't take too much damage coming up from the burn. But it doesn't really matter. The right clicks are available. Brewmaster does get the kill. Tornado fall on top of Silencer. The Brewmaster ulti ends, and Silencer will be spinning for the next 30 hours. Tiger's ulti does come through, catches everybody who's available. Silencer's the only one left to try to go for the fight. Brewmaster's going to be the one taking the Silences. I don't know if Silencer's going to be able to claim that kill though. He's trying to go for something, not going to be able to find it. He's trying to get the right clicks off. He's missing a whole bunch of right clicks. Why are you so drunk, bro, is what he's saying right now. Ultra kill going towards Brewmaster. He TP's out, happy as all crap. Kuroki doing a phenomenal job down bottom. And honestly, I think it was all set up because Batrider pulled him in the wrong direction. But hey, guys, hindsight is definitely 20/20, especially in these situations. But that was pretty much a sign of why NAR's lineup is very scary once you hit that mid game, which we're technically just barely. Oh man, we got Sand King coming for a Burrow Strike plus the Epicenter, killing both of these people by himself. Wow, that was like textbook Sand King right there. You hide into the trees, pop Epicenter, you blink forward on top of the person that you want to hit the first time, and then you Burrow Strike towards the person that you want to get hit the second stun, and you kill both of them by yourself. I mean, Luna was just there as an accessory. Like, she's literally not gotten any kills. All she's been doing is farming this whole entire game. So, yeah, that happened, guys. That just happened. NAR showing that they're in a very dominant position. The goal graph will reflect that as well. 5,000, wow, almost, what was that? Is it almost 75,000? Wow, okay, almost 75,000 gold going the way. Brewmaster blinks forward, gets a nice little chunk of damage off Ancient Burst. Ancient Burst will be going down. No, he will not be going down. But Brewmaster will be getting cold-footed. Doesn't want to get caught too far out of position. Ancient Burst forced to run all the way back home, but just one blink forward, plus a clap, plus one crit from Brewmaster, almost ended the life of Ancient Burst. It's actually quite scary to see. Observer War is getting placed. Brewmaster's around the corner. His ulti's online once again in 12 seconds, actually. Rubik, not level 6 just yet. Really wish he was level 6, but he does get Blanco and does get hit with a nice little clap. Telekinesis does come through. Brain Set falls as well. Brewmaster gets the kill on top of Rubik. Haste Rune is available. Silencer's in a lot of trouble. His ulti's up, but he needs to go and pop it now if he wants to. Looks like Brewmaster's a little bit too fast. He has the Haste Rune available, of course, and he's going to be able to make another one. Kuroki looking for the angle. Trying to see if he can blink in, throw a clap, and then drop his ulti. I'm just going to follow him with my handy dandy ding camera. And while I do that, we'll look at the XP graph as well, because it is telling the similar tale to the gold graph, where we know for a fact NAR are pretty darn ahead. They are pretty darn ahead. But what makes it a little bit, what exasperates the point a lot more, is the simple fact that the levels coming out from the supports on the side of SP, or Shadows of the Past, are not really on par with the ones on the side of NAR. You have Sand King, who's a support, technically. He's level 8 already, versus his counterparts, either Rubik or Ancient Version, who are both level 5, which means that they don't have their ultis available. No Ice Blast means that the team fights coming up from SP are not going to be as powerful as they could potentially be, and no Rubik Spell Steal means that any Ravage, any Brewmaster ulti, anything that happens in the team fight will not be punishable on by NA. Anything NAR throws out that misses Rubik will not be punishable because Rubik's level 6. There you go. There you go, guys. Don't worry, I got it together. I got it together in the end. It's okay, guys. It's okay. It's alright. CulBlu got this. Looks like Blink Lasso can happen here. Barrett looking for the angle. Not going to be able to find it. Brewmaster ult is available too. And he's working on the Aghanim Scepter so he can get that extra clap on top of his spirits. Well, I think his Fire Spirit gets Drunken Brawler. The Storm Spirit gets, or the Wind Spirit, my bad. Wind Spirit gets Drunken Haze, and his Earth Spirit gets Thunderclap, so he can get 2 Thunderclaps off. Rotation's coming down bottom. Ancient Version, I'm sorry, bro, but you just might be dead here very soon. Actually, no, the team rotates around the corner. They're going to go towards mid and go for the team fight, which the Ravage is online. The Blink Dagger is online as well. Brewmaster has that Blink, Brewmaster ulti. Sand King has his Blink Dagger as well. So many Blink Daggers available on the side of NAR that's actually not even funny. I'm surprised Luna and Bane don't have a Blink Daggers yet, but they might get one. They just might get one. Yasha's available on that Luna. She's actually still somewhere. No, she's hanging out with the team right now.
Radiant's middle tower is not.
Yeah, she's hanging out mid on the team. Barrow's going to throw out the lasso. Beautiful, beautiful bait coming off these guys. Lasso's going to land, but it doesn't really matter. Silencer drops his ulti. Luna in a lot of trouble. She's going to go ahead and drop her ulti. Actually, no, she's not. She changes her mind because she's now officially dead. Brewmaster's going to go ahead and beat up on top of Silencer. Silencer does officially die. Now the fight's going to happen on the back corner. Rubik looking for something. Actually finds only an Anchor Smash. No Ravage for you. Beautiful epicenter coming from Sand King. Everybody's just getting straight out demolished, and Lifesteal will be the last one to fall. It looks like the fight's going in favor of NAR, and this tower is going to be there to claim all the gold with. And actually, that's a full team wipe. A full team wipe. TI4 actually got himself a double kill. The last kill fell on top of Ancient Version, whose ulti is officially online, but looks like he didn't toss it out in that fight. Actually, no, I take it back. He did toss it out in that fight. It just came back offline, or it just came back online. So that fight lasted for like 45 seconds. Really, the true story of this game is just how fast the Blink Daggers came along for NAR. I mean, we're only 15 minutes in, and 3 people on the side of NAR have Blink Daggers. Sand King has been continuously farming up top in the jungle with his Sandstorm. TI4 has been getting all kinds of farming down bottom, despite the fact he's going against a Charlie. And actually, we see a fight happening down bottom. Luna's in a little bit of trouble. She might be going down once again. Lifesteal's trying to get the right clicks off. The Ancient Version Ice Splash just barely missing. TI4 has a Gush available. The Gush actually goes on top of Rubik. Nice intelligent play coming up from these guys. Rubik stole Gush. He gets to turn around and use on top of something. He's going to try to nuke down the Luna. Not going to be enough. He officially goes down. And now Lifesteal is in a little bit of trouble. I don't know. Yeah, Lifesteal's... Nah, he's fine. He's far away. Ty's going to blink for it anyway. Throws out the Gush. And here comes a Rage coming out from Lifestealer, just to keep himself alive. Pops that armor as well, so he's going to be going for the more new style, or the resurgence of armor Lifestealer, which I'm okay with. Looks like Brewer and crew are going to go ahead and push this bottom lane because Lifestealer Panda Split is up in 11 seconds. Ancient Version Ice Blast to fall through, going to hit everybody who's involved down here. Doesn't really matter, because these guys have too much HP, and that is only a level 1 Ice Blast, which means it only lasts for like, what, 7 seconds? Something bad. 8 seconds. pretty much the heroes on NAR, like all the ones with blink daggers at least, are all super beefy heroes. I mean, they're all strength heroes. TI4, he's not all that easy to bring down, especially now with the Kraken Shell. Plus, he also has just a bunch of HP. Sand King, he's a strength hero, so naturally his strength gain is pretty darn high. And you got Brewmaster on the other side of all that. He is a strength hero as well, so naturally his strength gain is pretty darn high too. And, oh, by the way, he also has some extra HP in the form of his spirits, too. So when he does get low, if they do try to focus him down on the SP side and they're not able to kill him fast enough, he can just pop a split and just turn the fight around completely. And it's going to be even more potent now because the the Aghanim Scepter is up on Brewmaster's ulti. And I don't know. Actually, no. Silencer in a little bit of trouble. Here comes the clap. Here comes the damage. Silencer might be forced to drop his ulti. Actually, he's not going to drop his ulti. He's going to try to continue to run this out. He's using his bottle charges to try to keep him alive. He's not going to be able to survive this though because Sand King and Brewmaster are all of them like white on rice. Meanwhile, oh man, Sand King almost caught himself in a nice little hit on top of Rubik. Rubik actually might be getting caught in a little hit on top of Sand King. They're going to go sandstorm each other. Doo-doo-doo versus Doo-doo-doo. Skrillex versus David Guetta. It looks like the fight's going to be going towards, of course, Skrillex because he's the original. That's not your Skrillex. I'm my bad, guys. I offended you guys. I was saying Storm. Okay. Actually, shit. Who's Sandstorm by? Oh, anyway, the fight's gonna continue. Blink Strike, Burrow Strike, just gonna close the gap, and Ancient Person does officially die. Yeah. Fogged, Kuroki, they know what they're doing. They're going to go and TP down bottom to try to defend. Looks like the only person left down here to try to run away is Lifestealer. He's going to be forced to TP out. He should have TP'd out when he had the chance because Brewmaster ult is available. He can throw out the rock if he really needs to, and honestly, I think it'll be okay if he did. Throws out his Drunken Haze instead, which is a max Drunken Haze. 26% slow. Bane's Fiend's Grip falls on top of SP, and SP1 will officially be dying. And I think that's pretty much the story of this game. Like, everybody's just been in the best possible positions on NAR, and SP have been pretty much just getting caught out in ways that they don't appreciate. So Ice Blast falls out from Ancient Version. Brax on the Tidehunter. He's gonna be fine. Has a mechanism available on him. And as far as the rest of the items, we have we got a fight happening around the front side. We got Silencer drop his ulti. Necrobook gets thrown out by Sand King. They're gonna try to go for kill on top of his Silencer, but no stuns available. No stuns at all, because Burrow Strike's on cooldown, of course. And oh man, Rubik is still Sandstorm. Okay, that's okay. Doesn't really matter. He can't even use it. Just dies immediately. Just melts as soon as he shows up. Fogged on the Sand King. Gonna go ahead and channel his full doo-doo-doo. Or Sandstorm. Lols. And here comes Ice Blast. Gonna catch everybody involved in this push, which is every single person on the side of NAR. This is going to go for 5-man push. Try to end it as fast as possibly can, which I'm not too terribly against, because really, what is SP going to do? Silencer's ulti's on cooldown. Lifestealer doesn't have nearly enough farm to actually kill anybody, really. Barrett's Blink Dagger 4 staff is online, but he can't really survive long enough to actually make it worth anything. Kuro, I mean, he's just unstoppable right now. He can just drop his ulti whenever he wants to. Hasn't died not a single time. Which, how often did you see that, guys? How often did you see that in a pro match? But death, 0 death on all the people with Blink Daggers, surprisingly. Every single person who has a Blink Dagger right now has 0 deaths. And that is actually a very scary thing. Blink Daggers on Brewmaster, Blink Daggers on Sand King, Blink Daggers on Tidehunter. That's really a true testament of how well their fights have been going for them and how survivable they are themselves. More so than anything else. Rashawn going to be getting punched in the face. Ancient Version Ice Blast going to fall through. Catches pretty much everybody except for Luna, who has the GG room, or the double damage room. It looks like SP are going to try to come in too to see if they can go for the fight. The Ancient Version, oh man, whoa, okay, we got the Tidehunter Ravage just demolishing Ancient Version. Lifestealer, he's caught in the middle of everything, trying to go for the fight. He's trying to go toe-to-toe with everybody involved. Not going to be able to win the fight. He's trying to use armor toggles, lose the fight officially. GG, well played, coming off from Silencer. They're going to go ahead and end it right now. Meanwhile, we got Barrett around the corner, getting hit with a nice little Sand King doo-doo-doo, and he officially dies. Meanwhile, the GG's called, Ancient explodes, and it looks like it's going to be the end of the game. A pretty darn quick game. NAR going for that early aggression. Like I said before, Train Protector was banned out, and also Marana, which means that those are two people who can either stop aggression or do their own aggression. And I think NAR banned that perfectly. So that's going to be it for this game, guys. I mean, like I said, quick game. Easy, okay. Darn it, I'm sorry, this is not my fault. My mouse keeps disappearing. Ooh, I got points. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Jesus. My apologies, guys, but it looks like the things that I summoned, or not summoned,
was it? The offerings I made. All the offerings I made finally came through. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this game, guys. My name is CulBlu. I just watched you guys this game in the TI4 Qualifiers NA version. This was SP versus North America Rejects, and that's gonna be it for this game. So, if you guys want to check out more of my stuff, you can check me out on YouTube, which is youtube.com/CulBluDota. That's CulBlu Dota. You can also watch this video in playlist mode, which there will be a annotation somewhere on this page, somewhere on the screen. That can lead you guys to that, so you can watch it in playlist mode for your viewing pleasure. So you can just watch it all at once, or like watch all the games in order together. And that's really about it. So hope you guys enjoyed the game. As always, I'll see. And yeah, these words, man. I swear it's difficult. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always with my videos, I'll see you guys whenever.